Hey guys, I'm back and in a totally new location. That would be because they're redoing the carpet in my house, and so I can't be where I normally want to be. But I really did want to get another video out since I didn't get one out last week because I'm a scrub and kind of forgot. But that's okay. So today I thought I would talk about my favorite picture books. Since I work with kids, I read a lot of picture books, and I kind of love them because they're great and they're easy to read and they teach great things sometimes, and sometimes they're just fun. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, I have a ton of picture books at my house. They are not in my bookshelf currently, and they're actually all packed away. So I don't have any hard copies of books to show you, but I will definitely make sure that the cover is in this video, and I will probably put links down in the description to the books. So the first book I wanted to talk about is called That Is Not a Good Idea by Willems, and it looks like this. It's a great book. First off, the illustrations are just amazing. They just make me laugh. The little ducks in the bottom and the top. Oh, I love them. But it's a great book, and it's about perspective. So it's written and it's illustrated, and then it's kind of like how you would see silent films. So you'd see the picture, and then there would be words on like a black screen afterwards, and then you'd see pictures, and then you'd see words. And that's how this book is written, and it kind of forces a perspective, and you have to kind of figure out which perspective you're actually seeing it from. I really love this book. I love reading this book aloud. The kids always really love it, and I love it because I think it's really cute. So it's a good book. So the next book I'm going to talk about is called Mustache Baby, and it looks like this, and it's really cute. And basically, this baby has a mustache, and the different ways it's styled gives him the different, like, imagination, I guess. So he imagines himself he imagines himself to be different things because of his different mustaches, and it's really cute. I also just learned that there's a second one to this, and I'm gonna need to check it out because this book is great, and I think it's adorable. Also, it's by Bridget Heos. I think that's right. After Mustache Baby, at the same time, I actually bought Mother Bruce, and it's a great book. It looks like this. So basically, Mother Bruce is about this bear and these little geese or ducklings, I'm gonna go with geese, imprint on him, and they follow him around, and he's like, no, I'm not your mom, like, you gotta go home. And they just kind of follow him around, and it's his adventure, and the illustrations are adorable, and the tiny little geese are adorable, and Bruce is just grumpy and surly, and I love him, so it's definitely a good book. And the next book brings you back to my childhood, a book that I loved when I was a kid, and it is called Rattlebone Rock by Sylvia Andrews. And I think I love this book so much because it kind of is a song and poem kind of mixed together. I just really love this book. It's kind of Halloween-y. And it is basically just all the noises that you would hear in a cemetery if it was haunted. And it's kind of great. It's a kid's book, so it's not scary by any means. I remember in the 6th grade, we had to recite a poem or a book for an assignment, and I definitely recited this one because I loved this one so much, even as an 11-year-old, so definitely a great book. If you're looking for kind of a Halloween kids book, this one's a good one. The next book I'm going to talk about is also by Willems, and it is a Piggie and Elephant book. Specifically, A Big Guy Took My Ball, and it looks like this. So I especially love these books because it's just dialogue to go with the pictures, so I think they're really great for younger readers, but I also really love reading them out loud just because there's so much expression in the illustrations' faces that reading them out loud is really easy, even though it's just words and it gives you no cue. I love the Piggie and Elephant books. I read them just because I like them. And it seems to me that the kids tend to really like them as well. So, yeah, I read them a lot. And I definitely read A Big Guy Took My Ball all the time because I've perfected the voices for Piggie and Elephant for that book. So if you haven't read it, you should definitely check it out, even if you're an adult, because it's great. The last book I have for you guys is called Listen Buddy by Helen Lester. It looks like this. I tend to read this book at the beginning of the school year every year because we get an influx of new kids, and basically it's just listen to what's told to you. Basically, Buddy is a rabbit, and he doesn't really listen, so he goes to the store and he gets a whole bunch of wrong stuff, and then he ends up getting kidnapped by a bear, and it's all because he doesn't listen to the instruction that's given to him. And it's a great book, and I love it, and the kids tend to like it, and they definitely start listening better after that. Now, I don't know how long it lasts, but they do start listening better because they don't want to be kidnapped by a bear and then almost eaten. So, yeah, it's a good book. I love it. Those are all of my favorite picture books. If you guys want more, let me know, and I can definitely come up with some more to talk about. As I said, I read them all the time. I will probably be doing a video about kids' chapter books here soon as well, because I read those at work near the end of the year, so I've got a fair few of those as well. Let me know how you liked it. Let me know if you've read any of these kids' books, or if you want to read any of them. But I'll be back next week. Definitely next week. I will make sure I have a video next week.